Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my YouTube video. Thank you so much for all of your comments on last week's vlog. I'm really excited to start vlogging out and about again. I know a lot of you love just like seeing things around London, and I love like getting back out there, so I'm definitely going to try and do more of those this year. And I also want to do a few more like sit down chatty videos like this. I kind of miss doing these, and today's video, just as like a little bit of a disclaimer, is not going to be me advising you guys or like sharing tips or style tips or anything like that. This is more like me and you on a level. Imagine I'm just your mate and we're sitting down and we're chatting about things that we want to buy, things on our wish list, what we're kind of shopping for at the moment. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for. After I have babies, that makes it sound like I have loads. I've only had babies twice. But after I have babies, I always tend to go through my wardrobe, clear a load of stuff out, like all my maternity clothes, and then I'm kind of left in this weird phase where I don't really fit back into my old clothes, but I don't really want to wear my maternity clothes, and there's this weird like middle period, and that's kind of what I'm in now. So I'm trying not to shop too much because I don't want to buy things that will end up maybe not fitting me in a few months' time. I want to wait for my body to settle down to its like natural size. It's been a bit easier this time than last time actually, because it's not so much of a big change. Like after having Grey, my body shape changed so much, whereas this time I feel like I'm kind of similar to how I was before I got pregnant the second time round. I also did a huge wardrobe clear out, and probably the biggest one I've ever done, because I realised I was holding on to quite a lot of items that I haven't worn in years, like 4 or 5 years, and the only reason I was holding on to them is because they were maybe really nice brands or just like really nice pieces of clothing, and I think I felt guilty getting rid of them and thought maybe I'll wear them again one day. But I don't really see the point of things sitting in my wardrobe that maybe aren't my style anymore or that I just don't really like anymore just because they're nice. So I did a massive clear out. Some things I've given to friends and family, some things I've given to charity shops, and I've kept a few things aside to maybe sell on Depop or something like that. And it feels good. I feel cleansed. I feel like my wardrobe is much smaller. It's probably the smallest it's ever been, and I can clearly see now kind of what I'm missing in there. I want to really utilise that and just kind of really think about the pieces that I want to buy to slot into my wardrobe that I'm currently missing. But maybe now's not the time for me to be buying all this stuff. Some things I probably can, some things I think I will wait until maybe later in the year. And this has been the longest intro of all time, so let's get into it. Okay, let's start with shoes. Converse are having another moment. I know this happens, shoes come like in and out of fashion, in and out of trends. I try not to like follow trends too much. I definitely get influenced by what's in the shops, which is obviously very trend led, but I still try to I definitely only buy things that I actually like, that I actually find comfortable, and I would never just wear something because it's a trend. Often I will try trends out and just be like, no, this is not for me. Converse are having another moment though, and I've had many pairs of Converse over the years. I'm just not sure if I find them comfortable enough, and I've got the urge to try them again. The ones that I would look at are the Chuck 70 Classics, and I like those because the white on them, so they're black and white, but the white is almost more like a cream, which I find that is just a bit more like softer to look at than the harsh like black and white style. I also quite like the ones which are like slightly fur lined, because in the past I think I have found Converse quite uncomfortable. I've got quite flat feet, and Converse trainers are very flat, so I find that if I wear them for a whole day my feet hurt. I also have like weird toes that kind of flick up, so that the bit on the toe is quite hard and will often hurt my toes. So I need to try them on again and see if that's still the case. Maybe I'll wear like an insole in them to make them less flat, but I have the urge to get Converse. I really like how I've seen so many people styling them recently with like a looser trouser rather than like a skinny jean, which maybe we would have done like 4 or 5 years ago. They just look kind of cool, but they're annoying to put on and sometimes uncomfortable, so I'm not 100% sure. I just need to like try them on and get it out of my system. But the other shoe that I feel like is missing in my shoe collection is a chunkier trainer. I have quite a few trainers, but mainly they are the Veja, I don't know what the style is called, but they're quite like low on the ankle, quite flat, very like minimal look, and I love those. but I haven't got like a chunky trainer, and I'm really enjoying seeing lots of images online of people wearing these kind of more chunkier style, especially if they're in more of like a neutral tone. Obviously, a lot of people are wearing New Balance at the moment. I don't own any New Balance trainers. I never really used to like the brand. They have got some really nice styles out at the moment, but there's also a trainer from Veja called the Venturi trainer, and they're very similar, and I really like them, and they're kind of that chunky, slightly higher ankle look. They look really comfortable. You kind of have to keep them clean. I would really like to try those on. I think they'd work really well with jeans, with trousers, with joggers, so many different looks. But it would be nice to have like a nice pair of trainers, ones that like I don't wear when I'm, you know, gonna get in the muddy or anything like that. So that is on my list. Coats. I have a bit of a coat addiction. Rich will be so annoyed if I get any more coats, but I have also cleared some out recently. So, you know, and we also have like a bit of extra storage up here in the loft now for like out of season coats. So when it's winter, we'll put all our summer kind of autumn coats up here. So it has, you know, cleared up a bit of space, but I think I have space for a couple of coats in my collection that I'm kind of missing. I have this trench from Weekdays, the Cassidy trench, and I love the look of it, especially like in images. It's a really great length, it's really lightweight, I really like the colour, I like the style of it, the design of it. It is a really lovely trench, but I didn't realise when I bought it that the material it's made from is quite shiny. It doesn't always look it, it's mainly when the sun shines or when there's like light reflecting on it. I don't love the way it looks, I don't like the way it shines, I don't think it's that flattering like from behind, which is a bit of a shame. So I feel like that maybe wasn't the best trench purchased, and if I were to find a trench that I prefer, I could maybe pass my Weekday one on to someone else who likes that material, because I think a lot of people do like that fabric. It's a bit more of like a flowy one, whereas I think I would look for more of a like stiffer fabric, maybe even a darker colour as well. I think would be a little bit more flattering, either like a darker camel or like a light brown, but like a stiff trench coat. It's really hard to find. I find a lot of trench coats, I don't love the design. I would probably look places like COS and see if they have any. Actually, worth mentioning, for all of these things that I talk about, I'm going to try and link some items down below in the description box if you want to look at that. But the shops that I would always go to, High Street, I would go to Arket and Other Stories, H&M, Mango. And then slightly higher end High Street, I would try COS, Whistles, Jigsaw. And slightly higher end to that, I would try Hush and Me&M. And those are kind of all of my favourite brands that I like to shop at. So a stiffer trench, but the one thing I really, really like is a really long coat. There's like a sweet spot, isn't there? Shorter coats, fine. But then it's that awkward like knee, are you above the knee, are you below the knee? And I really like a longer line coat. I think it really suits me, and that's normally quite hard to find. So I would definitely want like a long one. I also would quite like a navy wool coat. I have a black one from Mango, which I love. I love the length. This coat is just absolutely great. It's quite thin. It doesn't really keep me very warm, but I'd layer up kind of thermal layers underneath if it's a cold day. I've also got this beige one from And Other Stories, which I love, although I would say that the collar is quite big, and I'm not sure I love that about it. I still love the coat, but I think if I were to get it again, I'd try to find one with not as big like lapels on it. So I am on the hunt for a navy wool coat. I like the length of the Mango one, but I want it to be a little bit thicker and not have such a big collar like the And Other Stories one. There are quite a few online that have they're like belted wool coats. I'm just not sure I love that look. It's a little bit like a dressing gown. So that is something that I am on the hunt for. Maybe I'll get it for this winter, but maybe I'll wait until next winter. Okay, bottoms. Now this is the category that I'm definitely waiting on, because tops I can buy jumpers and stuff, but my figure has changed a lot in terms of my hips and my kind of, yeah, my hips. Do I mean my hips? My thighs and my hips. And I just want to wait for things to settle down. I'm not trying to like get back into, you know, my size 28 jeans from before I had grey, but I think that I could probably get back to what I was before I had Rudy. Was I like a 31, 32 maybe? And I'm not like putting pressure on that or anything, but I just want to kind of wait and let things, you know, it's only been like 9 weeks since I had a baby. So I just feel like now is probably not the time to be buying trousers. But what I would really like are some looser, kind of wider leg styles. A lot of people are wearing these at the moment and I think they look really cool. Like a black wool trouser. I'm not sure that the smarter kind of suit like fabrics would suit me. I think they're a bit too smart for me, but the ones that are made out more of like wool, I think would look really nice. I also would quite like one that's stretchy at the top. I prefer that kind of drawstring top rather than the button zip up ones. The fact that they're looser on the leg, I feel like I'm a bit traumatized from the 90s when I used to wear really loose baggy jeans. I don't know if anyone else did this or remembers this, but when your jeans would like drag on the floor, the back of your trainers, and they'd get all like ripped and soggy and you drag them through the rain. They just got really gross and I feel like I was a bit traumatized from that, and for years I wore skinny jeans, roll up jeans, straight leg like cropped jeans, and I haven't had my trousers like touch the floor in many years. But I do think that this wider leg style would suit me, especially now I'm a bit bigger on my like hips, which is fine. It would kind of like balance it out a little bit, rather than the old style that I would wear, which is like a skinny shape. I was wearing more like straight leg after having grey. I do think that the wider bottom legged would be quite a nice silhouette on me. So I'm definitely looking for some like looser black trousers and maybe even like a looser jean. I'm not quite ready for like a flare. I just don't think I could do it. I would definitely like to try a straight leg jean that isn't cropped, that's kind of more straight down to the ground, and they would look really cool with the Converse as well. I also think once I've like settled down to whatever size I'm gonna be for whoever knows how long, I know our bodies kind of fluctuate loads all the time, but I would like to invest in some jeans. I've never invested in a slightly more expensive jean before. I used to always get my jeans from Topshop when Topshop was around and I really liked their jeans, and then I started buying my jeans from Arquette, who I also really like. They've got a really nice stretch to them, but I've never tried on like a slightly more expensive pair of jeans, and people always say that they fit so well. I think I always just felt like my body was fluctuating so much I didn't want to spend a fortune on jeans that might not fit me soon. But I think later on in the year I might see if I can spend slightly more and try and get some jeans that I absolutely love, and when I put on I just feel amazing in them. I've written on my little list here nude trousers. Similar to the black looser leg trousers, I've seen quite a few people wearing kind of like a nude camel-y trouser, and it looks amazing, but I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm not sure if a lighter bottom half looks good on me, but I'm definitely willing to try, and I will see if I can find any that I feel comfortable in. The main thing is that I feel comfortable. I struggle with trousers because I struggle with underwear and finding underwear that I feel comfortable in, and then a lot of trousers it's like really obvious like VPL, or it's like too tight on my bum and I just feel really like conscious of it. It's like finding ones that are the right in between of like loose and tight. So I'm always on the hunt for trousers. I feel like that's the thing I struggle with most in my wardrobe, but at the moment I'm very much enjoying wearing an array of joggers. Smart joggers, casual joggers, comfy all round. Accessories. Sunglasses. I love sunglasses, but over the years I've had a few different styles and a lot of them just aren't me anymore. I don't actually own any of them anymore. I've like given them to friends over the years, and the only sunglasses I have are the large round Ray-Bans, which I absolutely love and just wear those every time I need sunglasses. But I would like another pair that just gives like a slightly different look. I've always wanted a pair of kind of the plastic style glasses. So instead of, you know, the round ones I have are very like spindly and like you can't put them on your head, and it's kind of a lighter style. Do you know what I mean? But like a thicker plastic black sunglasses I've always wanted, and I can never find any that suit my face. I don't know if it's the fact that they're black, maybe they're too heavy, but I would like to continue my hunt to find some. I just really like the look that they give. I like that you can just throw them on your head without it getting all stuck in your hair and stuff. I love the look of the Celine ones. I don't know if they'll suit me. Ray-Ban also possibly might have like one, like a slightly larger style black sunglasses. I'd also like to get a black beanie. I've got a grey beanie hat, a yellow one, and like a beigey one. And I love wearing beanies in the winter. I just think it looks so good, keeps your head warm, it's practical. I love my North Face hats, but I have two. I have a yellow one and a beige one. I don't think I need another one from North Face. I think I would just get a plain one. But I don't have black, and I think a black beanie is pretty cool. It's very like New Yorky. I think also like one that's slightly higher. My beige North Face hat I didn't realise was like the small size, so it's a little bit too snug on my head for my liking. I still love it, but I think I would get one that's like a little bit more roomy. I've got tops here and then I've got nothing underneath. I just don't understand what tops to wear these days. This is literally what I'd be saying to my friend. If I was having coffee with a friend and talking about clothes, I would say, what tops do you wear? I don't understand, like apart from jumpers and knitwear, if you're inside, say you don't want to wear a jumper, what tops do you wear? What tops do people wear these days? I don't know, I just feel like I always struggle to find tops. Is it a long sleeve t-shirt? I love my Nina Bing t-shirts, but it's kind of too cold this time of year to wear a t-shirt. I don't know. That's something I can't shop for online. I need to go into shops and just like see what there is. But the next category, I have put a wool dress. I really like the look of kind of a wool jumper dress. There's one on Arket at the moment that's really nice. I wouldn't go for one that has a high neck because I find like I've got a cashmere roll neck and I love it, but I do find that I feel a little bit like suffocated, and when you go inside and you're hot and you've got kids and it's stressful, you just don't want to have like a collar around you the whole time. So I would go for more of like a round neck, I think. A bit of like a looser fit. I'm just not sure I'm comfortable wearing a jumper dress right now. I think again that's something I'm gonna wait for. And I also don't really know what you wear on your legs underneath it. Whenever I see them online, they're styled with tall, like long boots. One, I don't have long boots. Two, I don't really want long boots. I'm not sure it's my thing. I do have my Hush boots, Chelsea boots, which I love, the Lucan boots. They're just the best ever, so comfortable. I wear them all the time. But then do I wear like tights? I feel like I haven't worn tights in years. It just feels a bit weird. So that's it for now. That sounded really long, but I think it was just because I was talking through them. Those are the things on my wish list at the moment, some of which I might go and try and buy soon. Some are gonna stay on the list, but I'm just enjoying kind of like sussing out my wardrobe. I am done having kids, for now at least, maybe forever, and I want to create a wardrobe I'm really happy with. Every time I open my wardrobe doors, I want to be excited to put on my clothes. I don't know what this is. Lily 3.0, figuring out my style again. I feel like every time I get pregnant and have a baby, it's like, okay, what is my style again? But I feel confident this time in that I kind of know what I like to wear and how I like to look, and I'm just gonna have fun with it and be relaxed about it. Actually, let me know what is on your wish list. Maybe you'll inspire me with some things. Like, what are like the top 3 things that you are pining after at the moment, that you just keep seeing online, you keep seeing people wear it and think, oh my god, I really want one of those. Let me know in the comments down below. I would absolutely love that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye.